Apprentice, you've reached Nar Shaddaa safely. Good. Don't let the glittering towers fool you. Misery and desperation rule the slums below. And desperation can drive people to many things. Remember that in your attempts to recover the artifact here.
Any idea where I should start?
In this case, the who is more important than the where. The artifact, a pendant called the Eye of Tulak, belongs to the Sith Lord Palladius. He's lived here many years, converting Nar Shaddaa's poor and suffering into zealous followers. His own cult.
He leads a cult of idiots. They won't stop me.
Of course not, but they still must be dealt with. Palladius leads his cult from seclusion, but you can draw him out. I've contacted 2 of his former cult members. They're in hiding now, fearing retribution, but hungry for revenge. They should prove useful.
I prefer to work alone, Master.
Don't discount them. They have information, and they're eager to oppose Palladius. I have encouraged their cooperation with the assurance that once Palladius is gone, the cult is theirs to lead. Circumstances change, of course. Do whatever you feel is necessary with Palladius and his cult. The artifact is all that matters.
My lord, Captain Headley, Imperial Corrections. Sorry to impose, but I've got a mess on my hands. Was overseeing a prisoner transfer. Weequay pirate named Vomba. Couple of bounty hunters caught him. Wanted the reward. Somehow Vomba's mates found out. Shut down our security droids. Turned the entire spaceport into a war zone before they made off with him.
Even a child would have anticipated some ill-conceived rescue attempt.
That's why I added the extra droid detail. Didn't expect he'd slice them. Between the droid shutdown and his cronies, that swaggering git has the run of the terminal, but we've got him cornered. Negotiations ended with a dead diplomat. I'm not having any more of that. Rather someone just went in there and made an example of him.
There will be no survivors.
Much obliged. Bomber's gang has sliced control stations throughout the terminal. You reset them, the droids should power back on and do their part. From there, it's just a matter of cleaning up. Go wild.
Just get out of my sight.
Forgive the unorthodox introductions. Moro Vizon, Head of Special Operations for the Imperial Diplomatic Service. I need assistance plucking a thorn from the Empire's side. It should be a trivial task for a Sith, my lord, but I want the world to see your power.
I didn't come to Nar Shaddaa for the diplomatic service.
Special Operations, we're not all talk, you know. I was tasked with gathering allies on Nar Shaddaa. Hut clans, corporations, gangsters. But one man has resisted our entreaties. Ukabi is the local leader of the Exchange, a galaxy spanning criminal organization specializing in high-tech vice. Ukabi and the Exchange refused to join us.
I missed the part where this was my problem.
The Exchange spends more money than most governments on spies, slicers, and scientists. Anyone they can't buy, they kidnap. They would have been valuable friends, but Ukabi drugs and tortures my messengers. We need to make an example of him.
Is there a point in all of this?
I want his army decimated, his arms caches looted, his chemical refineries razed to the ground. I want to show a force so overwhelming that no one on Nar Shaddaa will ever deny the Empire again. If you would grant us this favor.
Tell me what you're offering.
The diplomatic service will compensate you fully for your time. In addition, the wealth of the Exchange is yours to claim. The Exchange operates out of the Corellian sector of the city. Your path of destruction begins there. When you're through crippling the operations, you can find me at my command post. I'll be watching the chaos from my chambers.
It's done. Vomba's dead, and control has been returned to the terminal.
And I can finally cross his name off the prisoner registration. Thank you, and good riddance. And here, Vomba's bounty. Sods who caught him didn't survive the firefight, so they won't need it.
Oh, Destress, dear brutish Destress. And Riley, so beautiful and intelligent. You were like children to me, which is why it pains me to do this.
You can cut the act, Palladius. You never cared about any of your children.
We don't need a tyrant for a father.
Well said. Marvelous last words. Truly, I expected nothing less, which is what makes this so hard. Now, if you'll excuse me, my other children would like to play with you.
What have we here? The cavalry, looks like. Appreciate the help, but I had it under control.
Tagasar Charis embarks prize war peren swase ikbus karadida.
Easy, Destrus. This isn't some holo you're talking to. My lord.
You would be wise to follow her lead.
Course, my lord. Sorry. There was a lady Sith a while back, Darth Sash. Said she'd send someone to help us out. You it?
Palladius has something I need. And if helping you will get it for me, then yes.
Good, because it makes me sick to think Palladius is out there while I'm cooped up in this rat hole.
Palladius built his empire on the backs of the poor. Said he'd save them from their miserable lives.
Said we'd make a mighty sword and strike against our enemies? It was all lies. It was all lies, but you win the support of the poor, you knock Palladius's legs out from under him.
The masses will worship me by dawn.
Get him the way Palladius did. Find the biggest, most vicious gang on the block and crush them. Right now, the gang's the Crates, named after the Crate Dragon on Tatooine. Their leader, Sabin, thinks he's descended from one. Take out Sabin, and the masses will see you as a regular hero.
Why should I be content to emulate Palladius?
You're right, my lord. There are cleverer ways to steal Palladius's power. A plague called the Rot afflicts the poorest of Nar Shaddaa's poor. But it can be cured, and the person who does so will be regarded not just as a hero, but as a prophet.
I think I'll stick with what I know best. Murder and mayhem.
The direct approach. I like it. The Crate's lair is in the Corellian sector. Crush their leader, and the masses will take notice.
Fraka kalam kara. Ninyak oramagyang mikik. Manuk maraka naja. Ki namabam. Yak manala.
Is there a point in all of this?
Nini kanamia. Kam ino memnu. Naja naya ankam mimik meraka.
Why should I believe a word you say?
Meraka kem you ankam nemnu. Namgan bak umnok kijak. Kam perim ganam. Bagyang. Manik hikapukam. Mem amak kupkap. Kramanik. Umnug kiga mayamak.
How much are you being paid?
Bumogala apayan. Nilama ini amka amgap. Nulilak apajam kamgam. Amka nemnang. Ampa nemnang memua inok.
My lord, I wanted to apologize for Destrus earlier. He was out of line.
Don't waste your breath apologizing for that fool.
I have a great deal of respect for you. I just wanted you to know that. You radiate a power that Palladius, for all his ranting and demanding, never did.
Do you find that power attractive?
I don't know. It's terrifying. Anyway, if we want to make a stab at taking over Palladius's cult, we need a real headquarters. Somewhere you can speak, hold meetings. I hope you don't mind, but I took the liberty of finding a place.
It's not wise to go behind my back.
I'm sorry, my lord. It won't happen again. The place is called the Strel House, for a charity worker named Dakin Strel. The people look to him as a leader. He's been dead nearly a decade, but his name still means something. And I thought it couldn't hurt to have his name associated with yours.
It's hardly a seat of power.
Power is hard to come by in the lower levels of Nar Shaddaa.
Excuse me, I'm on surveillance duty. The things Hutts do behind closed doors.
This is important. Slicers were selling intelligence reports on the black market. I recovered them.
These? These are my reports. Well, thank you, my lord. No telling what would happen if these fell into the wrong hands. Wait, these reports are embedded with slicing signatures. This isn't some gang. It's the mark of the Republic's Strategic Information Service.
Only the gutless Republic would cower behind a gang of criminals.
They must have been hiding something. Or perhaps a listening post. Maybe they're spying on us right now. Do you hear me, SIS dogs? The dark side is about to crush your pathetic operation. Isn't that right, my lord?
There will be no survivors.
The SIS signatures contain coordinates. Go there. Destroy the listening post. Kill everyone.
I did as you said.
I know. I intercepted their listening post's final transmissions. Got some Republic secrets. Even heard their dying screams. Twice now you've saved intelligence, and I won't forget it. Now if you'll excuse me, surveillance duty calls.
In fact, a Republic-aligned group of war veterans called the Star Dogs are preparing to strike at you.
Let them come. I'm responsible for more bodies than a Coruscant cemetery.
I don't doubt it. But the Star Dogs are not raw recruits. Being Republic, they have a certain distaste for direct assassination jobs. But they're alarmed, and contracting with the Nar Shaddaa Exchange to have you killed.
The more challenging, the better.
Confidence is good, but there's no reason to fight at the time and place they choose. I ask while you're there, to take the Exchange's dossier on their hitmen. Can you do this?
I like assassinating assassins. They always look so surprised.
Then you'll enjoy this.
Godoba, please. I have good news.
Do not attempt to dissimulate.
No dissimulation intended. But I wanted you to meet someone. My lord, allow me to introduce the Diplomatic Services allies on Nar Shaddaa, the Shadow Syndicate.
I don't need to meet the locals. Get rid of them.
This won't take long. They need to know what you did. Godoba the Hutt, owner of the club Vertica Casino and 5 city sectors. Your ship is docked in his spaceport. Varko Ti, Chomash of the Nar Shaddaa Labor Alliance. There are no better slavers in the galaxy.
A pleasure.
And last, DXTX, primary hub of the DX Annihilator network.
Your destructive prowess is respectable. Negotiations permitted.
Together they represent key powers. Yukabi and the Exchange could have joined them, but thanks to your strike, we needn't worry about the Exchange anymore.
Too bad, I still feel like killing.
Then you, of all of us, may be in luck. This woman has lied to you.
What?
She has blundered where many upstarts blundered before. And now, we all pay the price.
I should have killed you instead of the Exchange.
I'm sure they're exaggerating the situation.
He's preparing an army of steam-enhanced killers and cybernetically linked assassins. Detonite droid production has increased.
Ah, very well. If Yukabi won't learn his lesson, then the Empire can handle his dying blows.
Quiet. You've caused plenty of trouble already.
My sources report Exchange death squads on the move. As you destroyed his assets, he'll destroy ours. The promenade, factories, slave pens. Yukabi is drawing energy for his chemical enhancement facilities. He augments soldiers for battle. He must be stopped now.
I'm not a strategist. Your recommendation, my lord?
Let the Exchange target civilians while we carve out their heart. These enhancement facilities, what are they?
You'll have to destroy the tanks and face their creations.
I'll alert our forces here and keep the Shadow Syndicate in line. We can discuss this when you return.
That's not yours to know.
Putula musta wobrani tampio do pushi wampa. Nu jaki jawa. Joto ge gwanga joska. Pomicha kulka do maji ta usazalas uval.
I'll send your body back to your master in pieces.
Kulira do gangi konka strong jido ba. Gadwachine oiga anulio okba kisa spita perupa.
That was Garnock. You defeated Palladius' right-hand man. You should hear it. They're calling you the Great Dragon after how you did in Sabin. Look what I found outside.
My lord, for getting Sabin off our backs and the crates off our streets, we humbly present you with this gift.
I love getting gifts.
We are honored to serve you, my lord.
Isn't this great? Kill one gang leader and already you got Palladius scared and people lining up with presents.
No time for celebrating, Destris. Palladius isn't resting. He's called a big meeting at Meridian Hall. If we don't act, he'll rally his cult and stop our whole operation dead.
If Palladius dares to show his face, I'll make quick work of him.
He won't. Palladius only ever broadcasts to his cult by hollow.
This is our chance. You just go in, make a big show, and boom.
It's gonna take more than a show, Destris. We need to show that you have more power in your little finger than Palladius has in his... Wait, I've got it! It's a crazy idea, but what if you showed that you could move the city itself? Make a groundquake?
I walk into Palladius' speech and make the very ground shake. I like it.
What have you been putting in your soup, Riley? Nobody can just make this moon shake.
Stick with me here. You know the gas pipes that run under Meridian Hall? Well, what if we blow up those pipes?
Whoa. You got brains, girl. I know just the guy to set it up. Gord Maydell in the Nar Shaddaa Works Administration. Takes bribes on the side. He'll rig you something up, no problem.
I can't wait to see the look on Palladius' face.
Gord works at the NSWA office in the Duros sector. Not far from Meridian Hall, where Palladius is holding his big broadcast. You just tell him old Destris sent you.
My lord, Did you want something?
Just a little relaxation with my favorite female cultist.
Well, I'm flattered, but, I don't know, I mean, I'm just the computer girl. Palladius brought me on to handle his records, and then things went south with Destris, and the numbers didn't come out right, and suddenly... I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I shouldn't ramble.
Maybe you'd like to show me the compound a little. Your favorite rooms.
Yes. Yes, I'd like that. Let's do that. Yeah, so that was nice. Very nice. A little unexpected, but nice. But I guess you need to get back to work, don't you?
I think I'll be up for another tour shortly.
Well, you know where to find me.
Greetings, my lord. I heard of your arrival on Nar Shaddaa and was hoping you might make your way to this sector. My name is Mardel Felth, Imperial Intelligence, and I am here to stop a revolution.
You'd better make this good.
They call this place the Duros sector, but it's not just Duros who live here. Alien refugees from across the galaxy have fled here. Fled from us. Now a leader has emerged to unite the different species. They call him the Flame, and we have killed him twice. Each time he reappears. The locals claim he's immortal.
Third time's the charm.
Only the Emperor himself can claim true immortality. But I'm not asking you to kill the Flame. Yet. Our only undercover agent in his gang was recently discovered and murdered. The Flame insisted the corpse be publicly displayed in Rana Mas Square to taunt us.
Am I supposed to care?
Our man knew the risks, but they're using more than just his death to bait their trap. Everything our agent found, all his notes, are pinned to the corpse in plain view. But every team I've sent to retrieve the records has come back in pieces. You may be the only one who could walk into this trap and survive.
Not without appropriate compensation.
Of course. We have a healthy budget. The Minister of Intelligence is quite concerned about this rebellion. We need those records back. Admiral Jafand Arj is due to arrive today to speak with the Hutts about this problem. Once you have the records, use this on the body to burn it. We can't have them use one of our own as a rallying point.
Yukaki mem panino, am kabina bek memno kimgam. Kampul jaki nanu, ki nama am kabina wam karak.
Kikuna mo, uban chone alipa, istin koto.
Raka kemyu kam nemnu, namgan bak umnok kijak. Laporam amga, mamni nikad. Nagnaya mamni kamgam.
I want to shake Nar Shaddaa at its very foundation.
Umnuk inu memnu, amka kam mem perolak palak. Memua pemguana, kumia yang mem gamba paka. Bomogala apayang. Nelama ini amga.
It's so much more fun for me when you refuse.
Manalang yang perlu, amka kalami nayakira lebua. Memyuka hal krama, niknoga nalalu memnulak.
Do you still hope to win?
Mami lebik bak manuk, maraka naja ki nam yapamyak. Memua pemguana, kumia yang mem gamba paka.
A signaling device. You shouldn't have.
Norebe amgin, yam hamgan kam kalam, kam perim ganam, bagiyang, manik hikapukam.
Your trap's been sprung. Here are the notes.
Let me see. Blasted rebels. The Flame is planning an attack on Admiral Jafand Arj. He can't know about this. I was supposed to...
What exactly would you prefer? I didn't know.
Admiral Jafand? Sir, I apologize. This is...
I know who you are, my lord. It is an honor to have one of your stature helping us on Nar Shaddaa. Are you more inclined than Agent Maddle to tell me what threat has just been posed? Does this come from the Flame?
Such keen powers of observation you have.
Learn from this, Maddle. This was hardly a secret you could have kept. The Flame must know I've been communicating with the Hutt. I'm here to tell them the Empire will withdraw billions of credits of business from Nar Shaddaa unless they shut down this rebellion.
Sounds like you need some help.
I invite you to come with me when I meet with the Hutts. Your activities have made an impression on the cartel.
Sith don't take orders. They give them.
I meant this as an arrangement between equals. The Hutts respect you. If you're interested, I suggest you go first, to flush out and destroy any of these rebels who might lie in wait. I leave for my meeting shortly. I hope to see you there.
Knowing Admiral Jafand, I'd suggest you go now. He'll expect the route to his meeting to be cleared before he leaves.
This is not your battle. You were not one of the Sith who came to my world to destroy it. It is the Admiral who led that attack. It is the Admiral who will die for it.
Killing you will be such fun.
Then you defend these atrocities? I am Gendai. My people had done nothing to your empire when they set upon us. They tore our world apart, slaughtered our children, or sold them as slaves. In fact, Every species here has suffered an unprovoked attack by your Empire.
He's a terrorist. He raised an army against the Empire. Destroy him!
No man may strike against the Empire and live.
You've already learned that I do not die easily.
You forget. I've been on your world. I know the secret of your people. Gendai have no hearts or brains to fail. The only way to destroy them is to shred the bodies and scatter them. But we proved 1 billion times over that they're not immortal, right, Gendai? How many of you crawled away? 2? 10?
Kill him! Kill them all!
It was my fortune and my honor to have you here, my lord. I'll call Agent Maddle and tell her what happened. I suggest you make the full report. My men and I will stay here to ensure the Gendai's body is destroyed.
Without him, the aliens' rebellion should fall quickly.
I'm certain Agent Maddle will be able to mop up any resistors. Thank you for your service.
I just received word from Admiral Jafand. He says thanks to you, the flame is dead, and the rebellion is in chaos.
I really am the best.
Your reputation doesn't lie. If you would take on another task for us, I have a message from General Colvin of the Imperial Reclamation Service. He believes you might be key to recovering the secret the Empire has sought for decades. Thank you for all you've done.
And you return alive. Have you heard? The Exchange and Star Dogs have blamed one another for their negotiators' deaths. They have started a limited war. The truth, as they say, was the first casualty. Now, I believe you have a dossier for me.
I looked. Half of the names I've never heard of.
Yes, but if we can find these rising stars, they will soon be extinguished. An alliance with the Star Dog's purpose and the Exchange's assassins would have been dangerous indeed.
You have made an unforgivable mistake. You began this conflict. All our businesses suffer. Now you all die.
That's big talk from a terrified little gangster.
The attacker. You have weakened my forces, but my death squads wade through blood as we speak. I have killed your kind before, Sith. I will again.
It looks bad, I know, but I've been working on a strategy.
Leave the strategizing to people who know better.
Let her speak. If she fails us again, she knows she'll pay the price.
Our guards captured a few of the gangsters. The Exchange is based in the tunnels running under this sector. Maybe now's the time to push. Wipe them out, their leaders, along with Yukabi.
The DX Annihilator Network approves. Perhaps. I think I speak on behalf of the Shadow Syndicate when I ask, with due respect, can this be done?
Your syndicate is comprised of the most powerful people on Nar Shaddaa. Your lives are worth a lot.
You'll have to take out the members of Yukabi's inner circle. All of them are cybernetically enhanced.
Custom-built masterworks, equal to a dozen Mandalorian warriors.
When they're dead, proceed to Yukabi's chambers. Do whatever you have to do.
My lord, are you there, my lord? It's Mora Vizon.
You know better than to interrupt me.
This is an emergency! The Exchange is attacking! Yukabi is here! Someone sold us out. Get back as soon as you can. We can't hold them.
What shall it be? Does one die? Do both?
You horrible worm!
You are both wretched. And now you here to rescue the woman and the traitor. I am Yukabi.
You're about to burn, little cyborg. How do your parts handle electricity?
Look upon my body. Cortosis skin grafts.
Intravenous Kolto injection system. Holographic targeting array. You are only mortal. I will always prevail.
I don't think he's getting up. Kolto injections can't restore a dead man.
Eso puda no pachunti. Faguta jibotovokisa.
Don't you dare talk. You brought him here. You tried to get me killed.
What else would you expect from a Hutt?
Maybe, but you made the call to Akabi.
Kavatompa stupa, makinsalika. Mi bonawa tuipe, te bokbagwa wanawanga.
Perhaps you have a point.
How dare you?
Ki asa toponyo, lilitse woto, sego todomote.
The Shadow Syndicate is in my debt. Don't forget it.
Why?
I promise the unfortunate loss of Morovisian will not inhibit our alliance with the Empire. The DX Annihilator Network will supply data on exchange activities. They will reassemble. We'll work to crush them and all the Empire's enemies on Nar Shaddaa. Our promise.
If I'm connected with this, you're the first to die.
Noted.
Welcome, my lord. I'm General Colvin, the mission leader here. If you have a moment, I could use your assistance. The Emperor has ordered me to unravel a great enigma in this sector. A complex constructed centuries ago by a Sith named Darth Revan. Upon its completion, Revan sealed a mysterious cargo inside, along with many alien slaves. Nothing has exited or entered since.
Tell me what this has to do with me.
Whatever secrets the complex holds, they're valuable. I assume that interests you. The complex is fortified with self-repairing automated defense turrets and a seemingly inexhaustible supply of assassin droids. It's amazing technology. We've spent over a decade trying to breach those defenses, and failed.
You people are a waste of oxygen.
I've only recently taken command. My predecessors lacked, shall we say, insight. I've discovered that the complex's defenses draw power from reactors across this sector. The owners of these reactors are completely unaware. Unfortunately, they're also our enemies. Republic Special Forces, criminal cartels, and mercenary armies. They'll never willingly shut down their reactors.
Fortunately for you, manipulating power is one of my specialities.
I bow before your superior cleverness, my lord. Finally, accessing Revan's complex means shutting down every reactor powering its defenses. If even one remains active, we'll never make it inside. Good luck.
Buka kampak nijit, tonka yiliska chanaga. O grani tampio da pushi wompa, pu tula musta.
I've been on Nar Shaddaa long enough to know I should look for strings before I make any deals.
Umpa hupa, jikilia umpasa do biska. Jaskruni do pat kurira, do kanki kung. O bagthra wanawaga mi punawa duedwipe.
Is this bribery or blackmail? Because I don't respond well to either.
Pampawula ji ota kakoga huta nupisto. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka. Kuchusa yo mata chitoya, nam kanoya choski nawi.
Just show me where the fun is.
Ni at ambumpa poshuda mokili moklanki. Piti do tenyago kakajujo, da biska ku paliya.
Ah, I'm glad I caught your attention. The Empire sent me to negotiate the exclusive sale of several new armor designs. but the sellers are driving an expensive bargain. I'd prefer to keep these credits in Imperial hands.
Now you've got me interested.
The gangsters who managed to liberate those designs are making a show of their willingness to sell the plans to the highest bidder. Either the Republic is willing to pay a lot more for these designs than we are, or the thugs are attempting to pad the negotiations. In either case, I'm done playing their games. I'd rather eliminate them and take the plans by force.
Just show me where the fun is.
Here's where the negotiations are taking place. They won't expect this, but they are heavily armed.
There is only one law for the weak as well as the strong, and that is power. For too long, the weak of Nar Shaddaa have grown soft in the luxury of their towers, while the strong have wallowed in chains. But I tell you, united, there is no law that can stop you. Take back what is yours!
But I like the weak.
There are those who would tell you lies, who spread rumors and false promises. Already some among you are lost, having chosen the path of weakness. But you must shun this false messenger. The weak fear your growing strength, and have sent him to break it.
He's the one who oppresses you, taking your money and giving nothing in return.
Ah, the deceiver shows his face. Behold, my children, look how pathetic, how easily crushed by your collective might.
The very ground you stand on responds to my will. Can Palladius do this?
What kind of power is this? The world is ending!
Don't be fooled! It's a trick! Attack the deceiver! Attack!
My lord, what happened? How did you... We never met anybody who could do what you did. Not Lord Palladius, not anybody.
Worship me, or the next display of power will be your last.
Of course, my lord. We are most unworthy. But before you send us away, share your wisdom and strength with us, so we can serve you.
I want to wear robes of solid gold.
You're just as crazy as Palladius! Shut your mouth before the Sith fries us!
You heard the Sith. Pass the hat around and don't be stingy.
Huh. It's not really enough for a solid gold anything. But it's all we've got, at least until we find more followers.
If I find out that even one of you kept a single credit for himself, you will all suffer.
Yes, my lord. I'm sure no one would be so greedy as that. We'll go find more converts, rich ones. You'll get your robes, my lord. Promise.
Sith, will you look at this place? Dagon Strel himself couldn't generate this kind of crowd, and neither can Palladius anymore from the looks of it.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Yes, my lord. I'm sorry.
My lord, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. They said they'd kill me. They said they'd kill me if I didn't.
This is no place for cowards.
Sith! Did you have to kill him?
Keep your moral squeamishness to yourself.
Yes, my lord. Now what's this thing he brought?
It looks like a holo device. Let me see here.
Ah, Sith. Good evening. How good to talk to you again. I'm sorry to use such an unconventional method to contact you, but I had to be sure you got the message. You understand?
A call would have been sufficient.
No, I like this better. More impact. The truth is, when you first attacked my cult, I was angry, frustrated. And then I realized, you're Zash's apprentice. All this trouble is just about some silly artifact. Let's let bygones be bygones, We can meet at my place, in network access. We'll chat. I'll give you the artifact, and all will be mended.
I'm not one of your meek little cultists. You lie, you pay.
I promise. No tricks, or may I die creditless on Tatooine scrubbing a Jedi's back. Take time to consider my offer, but not too long, or my good mood may sour. And bring your friends.
Lying son of a Hutt. You're not seriously considering it, are you?
Jandam jai hai hayat I proud ja afleta forte ja fragich wahis.
I'm not stupid enough to fall for that trick.
No, don't you see? Sure, it's probably a trap, yes. But this is our chance to strike at him.
Fine, but I'm going in with both eyes open.